You have to think, especially with him wanting to go to a contender, DeAndre Hopkins has to shift the Super Bowl odds dramatically with wherever he's going. And we had an interesting development this weekend. DraftKings Sportsbook put out new odds for where DeAndre Hopkins should land. And at the top of the list is the Cleveland Browns at plus 100, a 1-to-1 bet. So that means they believe there is a 50% chance he lands with the Browns and a 50% chance he lands on 31 other NFL teams. Well, I guess 30. I guess you wouldn't include the Cardinals. That Browns team is sneakily a Super Bowl contender if DeAndre Hopkins goes there. Think about that offense. You've got Donovan Peoples-Jones out wide, Amari Cooper, David Njoku, Deshaun Watson at quarterback, Nick Chubb at running back. If you add DeAndre Hopkins to that room with his old QB, the options are limitless, much less the other side of the ball. They've still got Myles Garrett, who currently is tied with Micah Parsons for the betting favorite for Defensive Player of the Year this season. They've got Za'Darius Smith on the other side, Denzel Ward on the outside, locking everybody down. DeAndre Hopkins added to that roster. I think that's a Super Bowl roster. In second place is the Bills, plus 300, and in third is the Chiefs, plus 400. Both of those teams, I mean, obviously the Chiefs are the defending champs, and you give them that title until they're proven to be beatable. The Bills always kind of feel like they're just one player away from a Super Bowl. But man, if he goes to the Browns are currently, their Super Bowl odds currently are plus 2,800. I'm tempted to throw some money on that right now. That's an insane number. Now, the AFC is going to be tough to get out of, especially that division. That division likes to beat each other up. But I think I could see wild card sneaking in. I don't think they dethrone the Bengals. But you still do have to play the Bengals, the Ravens, and the Steelers twice. Steelers have Mike Tomlin. They're always going to be rock steady. They're going to have a winning season, so you're probably going to split that series. The Ravens with Lamar back on a new deal, I guess we have to see what just paid Lamar looks like. We haven't seen that yet. That's a very real thing with these NFL players. And I don't know, it might not even be intentional. It might just be a mindset thing. Some of that hunger might leave. But you see it over and over again. Guys get the big deal. And maybe there's a year or two where the production slides until it starts getting close enough within range to start negotiating the extension. And the Bengals are going to be the Bengals. I mean, that's the Bengals division until someone else takes it. I could see a wild card team, and I would think at that time of the year, if the offense is humming with all those pieces gelling together, and that defense is good enough to win games in the postseason. That's a team I wouldn't want to be matched up with in the AFC. I don't want the early wild card game against the Browns if they have DeAndre Hopkins. This is going to be Deshaun Watson's first full offseason kind of with the team as well. He served his suspension last year. We didn't really get to see what the Browns look like with Deshaun Watson. I think that could be an interesting team, an interesting deep run sleeper pick if they pick up DeAndre Hopkins. He said he wants to sign before training camp. I don't know. I feel like that plus 2,800 isn't going to be around much longer.
Best thing I know how. Nothing. I played music and I smoke a little grass now and then.